Hello there. If you're involved in sales in any way, then I can tell you the one thing you must be very careful of is not to be too over anxious and too over eager with your sales pitch to any particular prospect. My name is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer from peterbeckenham.com. And as always, talking to you from my little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. So if you hear the ducks and the chickens making a lot of noise in the background, my sincere apologies. But I can't escape them, whether I'm inside or outside, right? So today's video is stop being too anxious. In other words, I want you to make sure that before you start any sales pitch to anybody, that you know who you're talking to, that you know what the needs, the hopes, the fears, the frustrations are of your prospect. And here's a classic story that shows you exactly what not to do. It's about this elderly grandma who went into this hardware store one day looking for a heating stove for her living room. And immediately she walked in the door, a salesman came straight at her, said, "Madam, can I help you?" And she said, "I'm looking for a heating stove." And straight away, he plonked it down in front of the nearest heating stove, and then went straight into his sales pitch. Right? Remember, he hadn't asked a single question. But he knew all about this stove, that's for sure, right? And he talked about all sorts of features it had. It was a complete, typical barrage of sales pitch, right? He mentioned a new patented insulation that the stove had. He talked about the whiz-bang control knobs that anyone can use. He mentioned the non-corrosive bolts that were used that would last a lifetime. He even covered the ample combustion chambers that created all sorts of heat opportunities, right? I mean, all these features he went through, one after the other, boom, 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 and then finished in a flourish. There it is. And here he was waiting for the lady to say, "Yes, that's what I want." But guess what happened? She didn't say a darn word. She just sat there and looked at him with a blank look on her face. The salesman said, and a bit peeved and frustrated, said, "Madam, I've just told you everything you need to know about that stove." And quite sarcastically added, "Do you have any questions?" To which the old lady simply replied, "Yes, I do, sir. Will it keep an old lady warm in the wintertime?" That's the only reason she wanted the darn stove. And he hadn't answered the most basic question of all, because he didn't bother to ask. There's my message for you, right? Don't jump into a sales pitch for whatever you're selling until you know who you're talking to, what their needs, hopes, fears, frustrations, problems are, whatever it may be. Because once you know them, then your product may necessarily be the best option they've got, or it may not be. But more importantly, you can make your product relevant and of interest to your prospect. In that way, you've got some chance of getting a sale, right? Hope you found it helpful, okay? Don't forget the grandma. Talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye for now.